record again, and I'm going to pin Michelle. There we go. So we have Michelle, and she makes our junked up planners, which are really, really cool. So if you've ever wanted to use your junk journal as a planner or still don't know what to use it for, here's an idea, and I'm going to let Michelle introduce herself and talk a little bit about that now.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You guys probably figured out. Um, I talked a little bit about it earlier. Basically, what the junked up planner is, it's a planner, but it's got all the junk journal elements to it. Um, what I've done is I've kind of designed a bunch of different kinds of papers that they're vintage and retro, but they've got like a modern twist to them. Um, Now everybody likes to do, the junk journals, and there's a lot of people that like to do the planners. And I'm sorry I'm bouncing around. I'm really nervous. Um, so I took and combined everything into one because I like to have everything into one and not a bunch of different, separate books and folders, and you have to go find stuff everywhere because then you're going to lose it. So with the junked up planner, you take your junk journal elements, all the stuff that we've been learning over the past few days, stuff that, we learned at the last retreat, and you just flip it into a planner. Um, and that's basically what that is. It's simple, it's fun, it's a lot of fun. At least I hope you guys had fun if any of you were able to watch the video and make any of the pieces yet. I guess really what I want to know is like, what questions do you have? What do you want to know? Or what can I help with? I can't see the comments.
I'm watching them, and I'm pulling up your Q&A section to see if I have anything in there real quick. I was trying to close out a bunch of other windows that I
I
had.
know someone was having problems accessing the paper pack. Did anybody else have any issues with that? Is that something I can get to you guys now real quick, or were you able to get it?
I haven't had anybody come to us about it. Says I need material, my freebie pass. Yeah, because I tried it and it was fine. I saw that one. Let me find out what's going on. I'll check it right now. I do have a question on here from Aaron on your thread. You used an interesting glue in your video. I was wondering what it was.
This one, the Scotch glue. This is Scotch Create. They have it at Michael's and they have it on Amazon. It's also attached to my supply list. There should be a link there for Amazon for you guys, if you want to grab it. it. I love this glue. It's my favorite glue. I use it on absolutely everything. It has the little, brush to where you can just like paint the glue on, I guess. And then it has a tip at the top. Can you guys see that? My window's right there. For you to pour it out and squeeze it out that way too. It dries really quick, but it still gives you time to move stuff around if you want to move stuff around. And once you get it glued on there and that glue's dry, it's whatever it is you have glued's not coming apart. And it's fairly inexpensive. It's anywhere, depending on where you get it from, $7 to like $9. I think it's 9 on Amazon. It's 7 at Michael's. So it's very reasonably priced, and this lasts forever.
And I checked your project files right now. I didn't have any problem with it. Um, the big thing is that it is a zip file. So sometimes some pop-up blockers or Windows Defender or any of those, you might have to check some of those different things to allow it because it's a pop-up. It'll open a different page for you to download the zip file. You won't be able to open up if it pulls you over to another page and it says open with at the very top middle, you're going to see a bunch of PDFs, but you're not going to be able to open them because they're zipped. So you need to download it first and unzip it on your computer. So it'll either say extract all or unzip. Um, Most of them are usually like that. So you just hit download. Yeah, because the share permissions, all of that are good. It's just a matter, you might have to check to see if it's getting blocked for some reason. Even if you unblock our site because you're opening a whole new window, you got to make sure you turn off that pop-up blocker. If you see a little red hand or a little red stop sign, click on that and say pause or allow for this to do it, and then try it again. Sometimes you'll have to like refresh too after you've done that. Yeah, so let's see. Got them, had to click download anyway. Okay, cool. Scotch is no longer making the create label, but told me in an email that their permanent is the same thing. Yeah, Scotch changed all their names because the Scotch Quick Dry changed to something else, and I love that one because that one works just like the art glitter to me.
Well, I didn't even notice that. I stocked up on them the last time I got them, so I've
Yeah,
had them for a few months.
they're always changing it and like stop changing the name. Let me see what other questions we had. Supply list. It says, I was looking over your supply list and it says, I need material from my freebie pass. What is that and where can I find it? Basically under the presentation, um, where you click on to watch the presentation, there's a supply list. Um, the supply list is actually going to be on our full supply list. So if you go back to the hub, attendee hub, there's a full supply list for everybody's presentations. If you need an actual supply, it's there. And then, so you can find that. And then the files from Michelle are right underneath her picture. And then she also has a freebie that you can get on her website are right underneath her picture. And don't forget to follow her as well. Yeah. Say again, Scotch Quick Dry, similar art glitter glue. Yeah, to me it's very similar, and I tend to forget because I'll like find a new thing and then just stick to that for a while. But yeah, beautiful papers, Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you, Susan. They were.
All right, I think those were all the
Thank
questions
you, Desiree.
there. I keep
And
closing.
I know I went through a lot of stuff in that video. I went through that kind of fast because I was noticing the time. And, in all honesty, that was an hour-long video.
Oh, me.
And I did a lot of editing. So I know there's probably some stuff that might have got left out, or I went through like really, really fast trying to fit everything into the time frame that we had. Um, so are there any questions about any of the stuff that I went over in there? Something that I can go over better for you guys?
I said you did great. It was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gave a lot of info on everything. It was great. Why will this not fix? There we go. Let me see. I think that was all the questions in the thread.
Thank you, Michelle, for your generous coupon.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You guys, if you don't have the pass, you guys need to get the pass. She gave like 50% off everything. Everything in her
Yes,
pass.
everything.
I kept looking at it going, wait, am I reading this right? I even went to
You
Christy.
had
I'm
messaged
like,
me and was like, "Are you sure
Christy.
this is what you want to do?"
Yeah, I did. I was like, are you like, did you mean it as a prize? It's
No,
everything.
I just kind of figured because I know a lot of this stuff, especially when I first started out. Well, I've been doing arts, well, not arts, but I've been doing like crafts, like scrapbooking and stuff for, I don't even know, my daughter's 25, so 26 years. Um, and then I got sick a couple years ago, and mentally, there's just, I can't work and stuff anymore. So I dived back into this, to crafts. Paper crafts is what I started off with about 3 years ago. And then I came across Monique and Christy and absolutely fell in love with junk journaling. So I'm kind of like flipping everything around, that I like to do into junk journaling. And it can be expensive, and it can be intimidating, and it can be scary, but it is so much fun. And if I can, help somebody else out, whether if it's with like a big discount or, hey, here, try this, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, we actually
Make
pulled
it a little bit easier for someone else.
I pulled her from she attended the last retreat and she was answering questions in the group and she was making um diagrams and stuff for people to use. And I was like, I need that one. I
Yeah,
said,
there was no junked up planners prior to Monique coming to me like, hey, you want to do this? Junked up planners and the papers I've been designing and the stuff that I want to put out here in the near future is all because of Monique and Christy. So, thank you guys. But there was none of this before that.
Yeah, and when she
It's
started coming up,
work in
believe me,
progress, and and I'm still learning. I'm open, to anything, any advice or suggestions. It's a work in progress, and I'm just going with it as I go with it.
she hit the ground running. Like as soon as I asked her, I'm like, "Hey, would you be interested?" Because her like, you can believe like from the last time, all of the things she had in the group for um when we did the challenge and everything, and I was like, I need that. I also need to hire you later on when I'm making enough money to hire you so you can make all my stuff for me.
My son asked me the other day, he was like, "Hey, don't you need a virtual assistant?" And I was like, "I'm not there yet. Not yet."
Yeah. I'm like, I want her to make all my templates for me.
I will. I'll gladly do it.
So we see. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. You're so generous. Oh, I love that. The crafting community is the best. Yeah, it's fun, like I said. Yeah, I mean, so you never know. If you're in there, we might all of a sudden just send you a message if you post a lot and give ideas. We're gonna message you and say, "Hey, Michelle, do you have an Etsy or a website?"
Website, yes. Etsy, no. The website is www.junkedupplanners.com.
Get that in there for you.
Oh, I could have did that. I'm sorry.
You're okay. I got it. I got it. What did you not like about the traditional planners?
Not everything's in them. Like I want budget information, I want shopping list, I want to-do list, I want a place where I can write, I want a place where I can draw. Um, I've got like some medical issues. I want a place where I can write down, hey, if you find me on the side of the road, this is where I need to go. Um, so like even like with my planners that I have up on my site, I even made like planner inserts. I have like a business insert. I have a real easy business planner. A lot of the stuff like that I have come across anyway, at least me personally, it's overwhelming because it's so much fill this out, what is this, what is this, what is this? And I kind of try to break it down to make it very simple. Um, take out all the bullshit for lack of better words, get rid of all the mess and just make something very clear and concise, but yet make it pretty and fun at the same time. If that made any sense. Did I answer your question?
I think so. How long would you use the same planner before it gets too heavy?
That's my big problem right now is I keep coming up with stuff and I'm like, oh, that would look good in a planner. And then even though I just made one 2 weeks ago, I make another one and then I make another one. Um, they can get heavy and bulky. That's when I had mentioned earlier, I've been doing a lot of research. I want to make like an all-inclusive self-care junk journal planner type one. And one of the things that I want to do with that is trying to make it so where it's not so bulky, but yet it's hitting everything. Because if you put a bunch of planner inserts in there, and then depending on if you get like a weekly spread or if you just do a monthly spread, they can get bulky. It just depends on what you like, what your comfort level is. What do you want to do with what is your use for your planner? A lot of that's going to be, personal preference. Like with my planners, if you order any, especially with a lot of the paper packs and stuff too, they are big. I'm not going to lie, they are huge. I try to make everything as all inclusive and gives you everything it is that you need so you can take it, in any direction that you want. Um, but it's personal preference. You don't have to print off every single piece of paper and you don't have to use every single part of a planner. Pick and choose what works for you.
So thank you. I have the same problems. Maybe make a holder for the pages you update the most and then add them back into the main planner.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. If I want to store it, I'll usually just move it into like a permanent like page when I use like my junk journals as a planner or as a memory album or something. I'll take my papers and move them into a different book. And then the active one I'm using, I always keep it only like months, like a month worth, or else I get overwhelmed seeing like the rest of the months. Like maybe Usually I'll try to do like a 3 month, so like the month before or a couple of weeks back, all the way up until the month forward, because that's about as far as my brain will allow me to plan. Want to
Well,
make
the
sure that
way I have it, the way I do mine now is I have it out for 6 months. And then there's a section, okay, what's coming up the next 6 months? So like for doctor's appointments or, something with the kid or whatever, you don't miss that piece. At least you're still writing down, okay, October 5th, I got to be here, but we're in February. And then like Monique, with what you were just talking about, like with the junk journals, I have what's called, they're called timeless tidbits. Actually, I have one right here. And really, they're made for like a month. So you can do like a little month, long planner in with, your junk journal, and their size and everything really to fit into most junk journals. Yeah, see, they look like that, where you have like what would be, just regular, paper page, but then to turn it into the junk journal part into a planner, little teeny tiny weekly spread. And there's like 4 of these that come in with the timeless tidbits. And these 2 come with stickers, um, baby ephemeras. So that would help, if someone is like just wants the junk journal aspect of it, but they still need to plan, then they can take it down that road too.
Yeah, she did all this over the last few months, and I was like,
Lots of sleepless nights because I get ideas and I'm like, okay, I got to get it done before I forget it.
I know it's the middle of the night. Me and her would be going back and forth. I'm like, we're both like, are you still awake? Are you still awake? Be 6 o'clock in the morning. We're both like,
Did you go to bed yet?
see, where we go? Especially when you use the heavier weight
You're
papers,
gonna have
but
to
if you
wait.
don't, they don't support all the stuff. Yeah. Love. Christy said she loved love. Yeah. It's really
Let
fun.
me let me jump back up to Susan's real quick, especially when you use the heavier weight papers. But if you don't, the papers that I use, 20, I use, well, what is it? To print off a lot of it, I use Astro Bright. This one right here is 28-pound paper. It's not glossy. It's just like, it's just a tiny bit heavier weight paper than your regular printer paper. So I use that for like the papers, and then for like the ephemera, I do use white cardstock for the ephemera pieces.
Let's see if they saw something pop up and then I didn't see anything. This definitely wasn't proper English, was it? You're okay. So thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that's Michelle's Junctive Planners again, one more time in case you missed it above. So you can check that out. We still have people coming in, so welcome in everybody who's kind of strolling in now.
And the website was very frustrating. So that's still kind of a work in progress too. I mean, everything's there, and as far as I can tell, and from what the feedback that I've gotten, it's all working and looking good and all that stuff. But watch out for it because I'm constantly adding new stuff. I just added 2 more new sections there. One just like a general information, like here, try this or whatever. But within the next month, there's going to be the self-care planner thing I was talking about on there, and a bunch of other new stuff too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trace.
See, I'm looking at my notifications from the group. So these are all random, everybody kind of comments and things like that. It looks like they're all mixed. They're from everyone though, all the different presenters. See, I love the workshop. Can you show me where I can download the Goth Kit stickers? That must have been for Christie's. Any downloads and things like that are going to be either under the presentation. If they're not there, they might be giveaways or freebies in the pass portal instead, or you can usually purchase things on the different presenters' websites. So one of those three places is where you're going to find them. Let's see, we've got reaction. Let's see, art injunctor retreat attending group. The biggest way the retreat has transformed my journal making is that I am finally brave enough to try and do a journal cover with fabric rather than paper. I also want to extend a big thank you to all the presenters for providing freebies. Definitely. See, this is thank you. I need to go. Okay, yeah. I was like, what? She gotta go feed pets and eat something finally. All right, let's see. We've got okay, yeah. So if anybody's trying to go get freebies on my site, it just says to get a special gift from Monique. You basically now have access to everything. So you go on, I don't do one freebie when I do events. I basically, you're getting access to every freebie on my website. So you just go to the freebie link and download to your heart's desire. And I add stuff all the time. It looks a little smaller because I did like revamp it at one point, and I've been meaning to put more back in, but every time I think of something cool or new or make something for myself, I throw it in there. Um, so they're usually quick downloads. Let's see. I've just seen the woodland download from Renee. So pretty. Thank you. That was a last minute like throw in there. I wasn't gonna give you guys. And I was like, ooh, let me make this real quick because I was like,
Oh, I know I've come up with like so many new things. I'm like, I wonder if Monique can fit that in real quick.
you can. You want to put it in the past? I'll go throw it in the past for tomorrow. You're talking in the past, right? Are you? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We filled up so fast. Like I actually had to turn people away. You guys, I had to turn presenters away, and I hate doing that. I actually had to turn presenters away for tomorrow. I'm very
Oh,
sad about it. Unless I can figure out how to make it a whole new other day or something. I might try to see if instead I can get them in the uh challenge instead. So anybody that, and if any of our presenters are here and they want to do something for the challenge, just let me know. You can offer whatever you'd like because it's just fun. Let's see what else. Printing the woodlands right now. Yeah, it's fun. Um, okay, we answered that one. I filled out the bingo cards. Yeah. Holly said it's the only retreat or slash summit bingo card that she's ever been able to completely fill in. Most memorable moment is hanging out in the Zoom chat with the speakers and attendees. Yeah, we like to hang out and chat a lot. Sometimes we forget though, and then we end up not doing something that we're supposed to do. So apologize for that. Let's see. Sign up for class freebie. Let's see. I'm not sure what. But the second box protects email boxes. I didn't see a second box. That was another one. We'll see. I'll check that one later. Would love to come to the closing session, but it might be midnight for me. Yeah, it will. The closing session will be recorded and put on the YouTube channel. That's part of like one of the things we will put on the YouTube channel. So if you want to rewatch anything that we do, it's mostly just going to be a lot of last minute question and answers, reminders for tomorrow for anybody that has the pass, and also prizes and stuff like that. So we'll announce it. You can go on there and check if you want to just hear your name, see if you won anything. We'll have a prize list posted in the group as well once we get all of it settled. Some of the speakers are going to automatically send out prizes after we announce them. Some of them you will need to send your contact information to. So just watch out for that. We will also email anybody that we have an email for. If just remember, because a lot of people sometimes will sign up with one email and then give us a different email and we can't find you. So make sure you're using the same email you signed up with. Because sometimes it gets a little hard to contact you. Or if you have a different email, definitely let us know exactly what email you want us to email you if you do get announced as a winner. Can you remind me where to sign up for the challenge? Sorry if you mentioned it 50 times already. That's okay. So for the challenge, just so you guys know, two ways. If you purchase the Magic Muse Pass, you're going to get a code that will appear tomorrow in the Magic Muse Pass portal with all the other bonuses. So the rest of the bonuses should be in there by tomorrow, if not by the end of tomorrow. But for sure, the pass one is going to be in there because that's when I open the ticket for the challenge. So, but the challenge code will be there with a link, and basically that's going to take you to a portal take you over to my website. You put that code in, and it pays for your ticket because the ticket normally is $25 for the challenge. If you just want to attend the challenge and you didn't get the pass, which again, it doesn't make sense because you're going to pay almost the same price. Well, especially if you had gotten it way earlier. Pass, you can still get it and you get the ticket still. Even if you get it late, I mean, it'll always be in there for you. So again, it's like the paying for. So either way, if not, the challenge will appear on my website. I'll always put it on the very first page tomorrow as well. If you want to purchase just the challenge, it's in my workshops. So yeah, so you can get it from there as well. No, you didn't miss it in the past. It's just that I'm, it's a lot. It's a lot to finish up. So yeah. So yeah, and the challenge gets released a week at a time. The way the challenge works, just so you know, um, Michelle's gone through it. A lot of people in here have gone through it. The way
It's a
that,
lot of fun.
yeah, it's slightly different from the last one, slightly different in the way it's ran. It's going to be almost all different in the prompts. The prompts are all going to be different. So if you got the challenge before, it's new, almost new, all new prompts. Some of them we reuse because they're staple type of like we need to include that. But yeah, if you were in the last challenge, the biggest difference is going to be that it's almost all new prompts, except for a few of them, because it's like I said, we need to use them again, because it's just you got to start somewhere kind of thing. And then no, so then also the biggest difference is it's completely self-paced, but we have like the live time, I guess you can say. So for the first month of the challenge. So basically, all the way until we're basically going to handhold for the first month, which just means that the first one or two challenges we'll be doing a live in the live group for the challenge. In the challenge group, there is a challenge group that has a link to a live Telegram group. So if you're not on Telegram, grab Telegram because that's where I do my lives because we found it was the most interactive and also because I can leave that room open for other people to talk to each other. So I would go in there and there'd be people just having a ball together on their own with other people from the challenge. But it's the only place that we can leave a chat and video group open. So like I can't do it in Zoom and do that. Zoom would like cost a fortune too if I tried that. But yeah, so the way it works is we'll do live like challenge stuff together. But the challenge is put together this way. You'll get a prompt. You can do it at your own pace. The minute you start the challenge, your timer goes off. But that's just so that it tries to keep you on a schedule for 20 days. You get 5 days on, 2 days off. So if you started on Wednesday, 5 days on, you're going to get reminded that you should go check out your challenge day. You go to the prompt, it gets released every time you finish one prompt, the other one opens. So the next one in line will open all the way until the end. If for some reason something happens, you miss days, you start it and you never end up getting around to it, it's okay. You can go back and still see it all. The only thing that won't be in there is that there's little check marks that you can put saying that you finished the challenge day. And it might lock the certificate at the end, but you just message me and I'll send you your certificate when you're ready to get it. It's a digital certificate. The last one, it was a little different, but yeah, it's a digital certificate. I'll probably send out mailed out ones for the first month of people also. I like to mail out things unless you're like in someplace weird because I found out from the last one I was paying like $30 to mail out a certificate, and I was like, I'm not going to do that one again. But yeah, so if you are in the US, you're probably also going to get a physical copy certificate if you participate in the first month. Um, but yeah, at the last time I was like, oh no, if you're someplace way out there, apparently, yeah, it considers like every piece of, there was a couple of countries that they considered every piece of mail like almost like a package. So it was a lot. I was like, oh, and then plus the last time, like last minute, we made little buttons for the challenge. So people got buttons for the challenge. Did you get yours? You got yours, Michelle, right? Yeah, you get a cute little button that says, that you took the challenge. Those are available for purchase. I basically just charged for the supplies and shipping. But they were fun. So everybody had like a little club one. So yeah, that's about the challenge. And of course, I'm gonna coax Michelle into doing something for the challenge. She doesn't know it yet, but she'll be in the challenge too.
Mhm.
I don't think she heard that part.
Wait, what? I caught the tail end
I
of
said
that.
Michelle doesn't know it yet, but she's gonna do something in the challenge too.
Can I still be in the challenge if I do something in the challenge?
Of course you can.
Here's the pin that Monique was talking about.
Yeah, we had our cute little spring
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah, challenge is gonna be now the timer's set better. Challenge, we're releasing new challenges every 3 months, basically. So every season, new challenge. So this is the fall one. We'll have a winter one. We'll have another spring one and then a summer one. And they're easy. Like I said, they're really fun. They'll get you using everything that you've learned. So do we have more questions for Michelle? Anything else you can think of? Because I know sometimes people start thinking of questions like towards the end or last
And I
minute.
think mine was probably the shortest Q&A ever.
No, it always starts off that way. It starts off like really slow, and then all of a sudden people are like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Well, no, I'm fine for the first one. My very first one, I'm fine with that. I think this was great.
We do drag ours out though too, because I know every other thing that I've ever been on, usually it's either like a 15-minute limit that they give you or a 30-minute limit that they give you. They're like, there's no limits here. You know what you're talking about. We don't know that word. Sounds like fun. I need to get over the intimidation. Yeah, it's really the challenge helps a lot with that. Like I said, so do these presentations. It's really fun. I might have some after I watch the presentation. Yeah.
Just let
People
me
like
know.
it.
I'll be around.
We always end up with some sort of question or whatever. Let's see. I'm looking at other ones. See what else we have. Bingo.
I'm gonna go get the spinach and
Let's see. Michelle, do you have a sample planner you can show us? Yes, please.
the
We have spinach.
Absolutely. Let me find it.
That's a bag of spinach.
Susan said, it's late afternoon here, so my brain is lagging. I'll make up for it at your next Q&A, Michelle.
What I made.
This will be my first challenge, but it sounds like a lot of fun and will make me step out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I've been wanting to see a book. Let's see a book, Michelle.
The bottom.
Hey, y'all ready? Here's mine. This is the Nostalgic Vibes one. And right now I just have it bound with discs, like the Happy Planner style discs. And the way I have mine set up, I just started using it, so it doesn't have all the elements in it yet. There's the inside. Here's, oh, can you see it? There we go. Oops. One of the flip outs. I love these things. Like a little flip. I think I glued that one shut. No, I didn't. There we go. See? There's that one. Then we have our year. All the little information pages. I don't know what that was. My budget insert. Sorry, I can't let you guys see the budget. Little crafty insert. Here's one of the pieces that we did in the video. where you cut out your favorite part of a design from a paper and then you glue it on here. Then you have your own little
Yeah,
pocket.
might as well.
There's another one.
Where are you going?
I guess, fries.
Oh,
Hey, Billy, oh, never mind.
All right, all right, here we go. So here's part of the new design I am working on. That's September.
I really love those little scattered note pages you have everywhere.
Oh, I love those. Those are so much fun.
I need that. Like that's what I use a lot.
I think I'm going to make like just one page that just has nothing but scattered notes because I've gotten a lot of compliments on that one. I think I need to get more of those in there.
Definitely. Can you do one where it's just like nothing but different designs of scattered note pages? Because my brain
Yeah.
works good like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put your
I
special
sure can.
requests in now, please, people. For
Yeah, get your
Michelle.
requests in while I'm working on designing the new one. I'm open to all suggestions and I will try to make them happen. Yeah, there's that, what Monique was talking about. And then, I mean, this is just how I have mine set up. I mean, you can set them up any way you want to set them up. The, new horizontal layout. I do want to make this a little bit bigger though, but still have enough room to get everything in it. How do you guys like your planners? Do you like 1 week on one page, or do you prefer 1 week spread across 2 different pages? Because I've been flip-flopping back and forth with what's better.
I can tell you, I've tried both. I've tried all kinds of different ones because I use a Happy Planner a lot, and they have like all kinds of different ones, and it just
Yeah.
depends on where my brain is that week.
See, that's how I am too. It's like it's hard to decide. One planner, I like it across 2 different pages. Next one, I want it all on one page because
Yeah.
I want to see everything on one page. I
Some
prefer
people
one
say
week,
two.
2 pages. Yeah, oh, this is full size. Personally, 1 week, 1 week per page, 2 pages.
See, so I did have a
That's
question.
the next planner I come out with. I'll have it both ways.
There you go. See, there was a question in the presentation. You promised to do a certain thing in the Q&A, but they don't remember what it was. Do you remember what you promised to
Oh,
do?
yeah, it was the fold out. Let's see, where did it go? Let me find the little.
Amy said, I love disc-bound planners, books, so easy to add all the fun things. Yeah. I personally prefer 1 week per page. I like 2 pages. I prefer the week on 2 pages and a full-size planner all on one page. I think the ideal is that I have the motivation to do a summarized week in
3 months.
page, then a more detailed version of the same week over 2 pages for all the stuff I can't include on one page. Yeah, that's the way, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried the classic size, but only lasts 3 months. I need the extra space to write larger and because of all the stuff.
I do all of my stuff is formatted on 8.5 by 11 paper. Because I need it big too. I need to have room to write stuff too. But for people that like them smaller, every packet that I have and every planner, the front cover sheet is all instructions on how to print in different ways. And what pages, are for what, paper suggestions, printing suggestions. On my website, the very first on my homepage on my website, I just added this. If you scroll down to the bottom, it tells you that there too, the different printing methods if you want something smaller. I don't suggest you go any smaller than a classic size because if not, the designs are going to be compromised. But everything that I do is 8.5 by 11. All right, so the next planner is going to be both. Yay!
Yeah, I have my big ones. I have the medium. I tried to do the small one for like 5 seconds and that never worked for me.
Yeah, the small ones and the skinny ones, I couldn't do them.
But I did find that when I usually use like classic size planners, like regular, and then I'll be like, God, I need more space. I get the big one and it still doesn't seem like because I start writing bigger. Yeah, I tried pocket planners, all those little things. They never work for me.
Go big or go home.
Do you prefer definitely like more a physical planner than trying to use something digitally or anything like that?
Me?
Hmm.
I can't do digital. Flip-flopping in between screens and trying to go from page to page on digital, no. Absolutely not. Not my style. Can't do it. Sorry. Can't do it. I need to have it right. I need to touch it. I need to feel it. I need to write on it. I need to put stuff in it. That's just how I function.
Yeah, I get you. Digital is so hard. Oh wait, where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Oh yes, I want to hold it and turn the pages. Yeah, I do both, but mostly because I have so much other things that are ran, I actually use like a full-on program to keep track of the business and everything else in regular planning. But I need something to write it down on,
Yeah,
have it in
I
front
need
of
to
me.
be, I need to write. I'm a physical person. I have to,
Susan said I use both. I prefer paper, but lugging the big planner to appointments isn't always easy. Plus the digital, I can set alarms for things. Yeah.
yeah.
My brain
That's the only
sometimes won't.
downfall.
Yeah.
Not right now.
See, that's what you need. You need to make a little pocket version of just for daily carry.
Yeah, that's not a bad. I had thought about that, and I'm like, that might buy. Let's see how this goes first, and maybe add that in later. But that's a good idea. That's on my plate already.
Let's see. I was just looking at the side conversation that Sonia looked familiar. Kelly and Sonia are going back and forth. So they made friends. See, everybody makes friends. It's the best community to make friends. It's really fun when you find somebody that's like near you. Do you have favorite pins to write in your planners?
Color and glitter. Um, Not even really so much a specific brand, just because I change brands all the time. But I like to use either black or blue, mainly black, to write down like what needs to be done, like appointment on this. Well, I use stickers for that. Um, but like if I have an appointment, that gets written in black. A chore or something that I have to do or something I need to remember, that gets written in black. A card I need to make in black. But then the colors I use to go back and mark them off that I've done it, or write notes didn't get to, carry over to tomorrow, whatever. All the fun stuff's in color and all the boring stuff's in black.
And Kelly said, my people, my people. I'm like, are you like me? I love buying new pens and pencils and markers and
Like I was stuck on Papermates for a while, but they got out of nowhere. The prices like skyrocketed on them. I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm paying $50 for a pack of 12 pens. No.
you know. I ended up finding these like pink ones on Amazon. They're
Oh,
erasables. I
yeah.
love my erasable pens for my planners and stuff.
I know
See.
I want to try those. Oh, what are they called? Fusion?
Yeah. Don't get the markers, get the pens. They have like different versions. They have like the Frixion. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Pilot Frixions.
Yeah, I want to try those.
So this is like a felt tip marker pen. This is not bad, but some of the colors tend to be a little light. And then there's like highlighter. This is like a marker, an erasable marker, but they seem to me more like highlighters. And then they actually have highlighters. And then they actually have this actual like pen.
Yeah, I want to try those ones next.
Whatever erasable that you guys try, do not get clicker ones. The ones that are just regular clickers, they dry out way too fast. I've tried every brand and the clicker ones dry out really quick. Your erasables actually will dry out, so make sure you use them. Don't buy too big of a pack if you're not planning on using every color because they dry out. Sharpie S gel.
Yeah, those are good.
Are they erasable?
No.
Important stuff in black for me. See, Susan said important stuff in black for me and color coded pins for each family member. Totally
Yeah.
agree on the no Frixion markers. Just know that they are erasable, so pressure will erase what you write. Yeah, for the markers,
I
the
heard
marketing
heat
one.
erases them too.
Yeah, a lot of
That's-
stuff erases them. So you got to be careful with the marker version. But the pen version, I do like the pen version. But the big, big, thick markers, no. The next one is okay. Pins are the best. Is heat friction.
Desiree, that's funny.
Even pencils though, I have like special pencils. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to use a erasable for a signature. And that's the funny thing is like I can never find a regular pen.
Now mine somehow get up and walk away and I'll find one in my son's room and I'm like, dude, you don't even use colored pens for anything. Why is it here?
Don't leave them in your cart. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, we got about 10 minutes, yeah, about 10 minutes. Anybody have any last minute questions from Michelle or anything else? The heat makes the ink disappear. That's not cool. So can we find you anywhere else, Michelle?
Facebook. I am on Instagram and Threads, but honestly, I don't get on those two very much. Mainly just Facebook and the website.
So on Facebook, what are you?
Michelle Caldwell, and then I think it should come up just M Caldwell's junked up planners.
Which of course under her picture, there's links as well. I think I need some coffee to make it to the next session. Yeah. I'm starting to
Oh, thank you.
lean on my desk like
Thank you, Sonia.
definitely. All right, so why don't we do this? Because yeah, if you've been with us all day, and I know a lot of you have been here all day, we've got 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes to our next presenter. Oh, which is me. Okay. Look at everyone making friends, right? It's the best place, you guys. Don't be afraid to talk to each other. It's the best community. If you know you're friendly, you know everybody else is friendly too. If you're not friendly, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sometimes not friendly, so I understand that too. I'm mostly friendly.
You might be a little more friendly than me.
Because she always says that, and then after she ends up doing stuff, and I'm like, see, you're friendly. Thank you so much, Michelle. You did wonderful on your first
Yes,
Q&A.
thank you, Michelle.
Can't wait to finish
Yay!
watching your presentation.
Yeah, ask them. I was very nervous. Thank you.
Oh, no need. You did it.
You did
really well.
fantastic.
Really well.
All right, so
I'll tell
everybody,
you what, I'm ready to record videos now, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go.
all right, so start
Got
thinking of
this.
what you want to do for the challenge, and then we'll talk.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, get back to work.
Oh, go. Do it.
You know I'll have it by like tomorrow, so.
I know. You should have seen like
know,
the
you're
next
like
day
so
she was like sending
prolific.
me stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to see this yet. Quick, put that in your planner, she said. Susan said put it in your planner.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You're welcome, Kelly.
All right, I'm gonna clear off my desk a little bit before the next one. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a quick snack and then I will be back. And this is for my magical hideaways. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, every single thing I just want to do, and I'm not done with the other stuff.
I just got done with day one and I want to do all of them.
I know I want to do all of them too, but I haven't even gotten through day one. I'm still working on Tamar's. I'm getting there. And then I have other stuff all printed out and saved and all over. Look, you guys, I'm going to show you my workspace. Look at that mess.
That was me yesterday.
But seriously, though, that does not ever really look like that, except for when I'm doing something like this. I am cluttery, but not that cluttery. Maybe I need one of Michelle's planners. Clean up your stuff.
There you go. I will send you one. I'll make one Christy specific.
Oh. Oh boy. These little guys are really fun, you know, and they don't take a lot to do.
Christy, did you stop the recording? Someone's asking on there.
I bet that's Susan.
Yeah.
I don't Susan's been our recording oh my gosh, our recording person for the last